What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's about to be fall and the temps are dropping to the low 50s and under during the night. I want to bring my porch plants in. I do not want to risk any of them being out there and getting a frost, because that's what happened to me last year in my ground gardens. I didn't know that the frost was going to come and it killed everything. Although I can't move those things in the gardens inside the house, I'm going to try to save all of the porch plants from dying. I have about 40 or 50 lemon plants on my porch with 3 racks, and there's also dragon fruit, kiwi, pomegranate. They are also on the porch, so we're going to be bringing those in because those are not allowed to be outside in the winter. They would not last, they would not live at all, they would die. One thing I do want to mention is that I had 2 avocado plants that I was growing in my small bedroom. They were doing wonderfully, except they were hitting the ceiling, which means they were 8 feet and taller. The moment I brought them outside, they died. The next time I grow avocados, I'm gonna probably just try to grow them indoors. Maybe I just don't try to grow them, but if I can get maybe a tall greenhouse to put outside near the gardens, maybe that would be an option for me to still try to grow avocado. I guess I could always try to put them in the garage. I don't know. We are just trying to prevent the small bedroom from becoming a habitat for insects. This is my porch, and I've got these 3 racks with the lemon plants on them. There's another one, and then here's a 3rd one. I also have a couple more plants growing. These are the plants that grow in the heat rather than in the winter, so we do have to bring these in. And now I'm going to show you the area inside the small bedroom where all of these are going to go. This is the small bedroom that we're going to be using, turning into a greenhouse. I've got some herbs drying up there. This section I still have to clear out. That is all the remodel stuff, and as I finish remodeling the house, all of that will get out of there. The stuff that used to be in this corner, all of the seed sowing supplies are on these shelves now. Once I take all those off and designate a shelf to each heat mat and each tray, all of this will just come together, but we're not ready to do that yet. The 3 racks are gonna go, one's gonna go right there, one's gonna go in this corner, and one's gonna go against that wall. None of it will run into here, so that's not bad. And I have to take these herbs down pretty soon they're done drying, so I'm gonna make them into tea, but those will be in the way of the plants. Maybe they won't be, because it's going to go behind it, but we'll see what happens. The other plants are going to go in front of this window, and then of course I close the door so that the cats can't get in here. There's going to be plenty of light coming through. I may also put blackening curtains up there just in case I need the room dark, because right now these are the squash that I harvested. They have to be in a dark, warm room. Well, I don't have a dark, warm room. I put a towel over those. Hopefully that is good enough. Now, I don't remember what item this came with, but I got these cute little dirt diggers. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be agitating the soil on top of the lemon plants just to make sure that no insects are hiding inside the plants, because I have read that skinks lay their eggs inside of the dirt, and I've got a bunch of skinks on my porch. I don't know where they're hiding their eggs. We're going to be checking the soil with these little 3 cute things, just making sure there's nothing in there, getting all the spider webs off, even the snails that are stuck to the leaves or the pots themselves. So let's go out there and let's move this porch garden into the mobile home bedroom. Okay, so I am going to start with these plants right here, get them out of the way so that we can get these racks inside the house. Okay, I just moved a spider web out of there, and there was a spider in there, so good thing we got that out of there. This is the first plant we're bringing in. This is dragon fruit. This is also dragon fruit. And basically what I'm doing is just scraping the dirt to make sure that there's no skink eggs in there or bugs hidden in there. There still could be, but we're gonna try to get as many out as we can. Our first plant went on there. I'm gonna put the second one right next to it. I may even need to get another one or two of those to put the other plants on, because these grow bags they drain any water that you put in there. It's gonna drain onto the floor and we don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna start with this rack right here. I'm gonna start taking the plants off and just taking a sponge and wiping around them, getting all the spider webs off, the bugs, the snails. We've got a lot of snails on the leaves and even in the dirt and on the pots themselves. We want all of those off. Let's get to it. Found a snail. We also want to make sure that we get all of the spider webs that are underneath the racks, because they are starting to form. See, there's one right there. They're starting to form their webs on these racks, and we just don't want that. So I've got a couple on there. I'm gonna put that right there for right now. But I'm going to, there's more inside there. Little web with a little spider in it. So we just want to clear all of that out. Snail. I just want to clear all the webs off because we are going to be bringing this inside the house. Although this guy's not alive, this bug was in there. Now it's just a shell. Now that our first rack is done, that is actually zip tied to the deck so that the winds don't knock them down, because that's happened once before. I did zip tie them to the deck, so I did bring out some clippers. Our first set of plants is right here. I'm going to be bringing in the first rack, and then we'll bring in the plants and see how this indoor greenhouse starts to come together. Okay, let's bring it inside. It's pretty easy to carry with one hand. It's one reason why I like these racks, is because they are easily movable. And I can move them on the porch if I need to. I can move them around this room if I need to. This area is a little bit dark, which is okay. I could add lights up on the ceiling if I needed to give these lemon plants the lights, but we'll see how they do without them. It is pretty bright in here with this window and the shears that are on there. To make this a little bit easier, I do have this empty Tupperware container that we can put maybe 6 plants in. Let's see how many we can fit in here. So it looks like 7 lemon plants can fit in this container, and then we have 3 left over. I did end up bringing the last 3 in, and because I did have room, I brought in another 4 as well. So once I bring in one of the other 2 racks, those will go on there. Curious cats, because they're never in here. We're going to start working on the second rack. This is a bunch of stuff over here that I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with. I may empty the watering cans and then put them in the small bedroom, or I could do what I did out here, keep them filled, and that's what I would water the plants with. There are literally spiders in every corner of this. I don't know if I'm going to bring this tomato plant in. I am still debating on that. We have another rack done. I'm going to use the clippers to take off the zip ties. Okay, let's bring this one inside. Make sure this side doesn't have any. I'm also going to check the underneath, which I didn't on the last one. Good thing I did, because there are spider webs on the underneath too. Our placement of the second rack is going to go right there. I'm going to put the third rack against that wall. And since 4 lemon plants are already in here, I'm going to put those on these shelves. Then we'll get outside and do the third rack. We've got the second one done. I do also have this cute little rack right there that I'm going to be bringing inside. We're going to have to find room for that. I'm sure there will be. And then we have to move these 3 plants inside, but right now I don't know where I'm going to put them just because they need a drain spot and I don't have another floor mat to put these on, so I have to figure something out with that. I'm going to move this over for right now. Instead of bringing it in, I want to see how much room there's going to be after I bring the 3 racks. But I do have our next batch that goes on that rack right here. So I'm just going to put those in the house. Find a temporary spot for those 3 grow bag plants to go inside the house. I did find room for that white rack. I think I'm gonna put it right here, and then the other rack can go right there. I think they'll all fit, so I'm gonna save those plants for the white rack. I'll bring that in now. All I had to do was move this over just a little bit. Yes, it fits there nicely. I did have to move this rack over again a little bit so that that third rack could fit in this corner. I don't know what those are, but they almost look like woolly aphids, but I'm not sure if they are. They could be eggs, they could be insects, so I'm gonna put this outside. We're putting this outside. First thing I'm gonna do is move these plants out of the way so that I can get to the rack. We're gonna deal with these later until I find something to put them on inside. This one is actually pomegranate. Cleared off another one. This is also connected to the deck. And I'm gonna bring this one in too. Okay, I think it is looking pretty good in here. I do have enough room. It's nice and warm in here. I do have enough light. I'm gonna go outside and get the rest of the plants. Then I'm gonna figure out what to do with those other 3 plants. Probably put them in front of this, but I need to figure out what to put them on. And then we will be done with this project. We have got most of the plants off the porch. We've got the 3 racks inside. These 3 I'm just gonna leave there until I can figure out what to do with them. And then I'm gonna clean this section up and figure out what I'm gonna do with all of those. I may or may not put them in the room with the rest of them, but we will see. But this porch is now going to be clear for the winter. Those chairs can stay there. And we are done with our porch plant moving. So that was not bad at all. This is the first year that I'm bringing my porch plants into the house. This is actually the first year that I've had a lot of porch plants. So because I want to save them all, making a little greenhouse inside the mobile home small bedroom was my best option. All 3 of the racks are in there. All of the lemon plants are in there, and the dragon fruit is in there. I did not put the other 3 plants in there yet because I have to find some way to prop them up off the ground so that I can water them, and when the water goes through, it's not hitting the floor. So I have to find some kind of temporary solution until I can get a better solution. If you guys liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification each time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Don't put that. I'd have to come up with some elaborate, don't put any of this. I hate bugs. I'll be back. To be. Damn it. Get him, Charlie.